Hi guys, my name is Ozren and I'm co-founder of modelcreator.com, and today I'm here to tell you about the whole idea, or better to say about the problem that my partner Dražen and myself had, which was bothering us, and how we then decided to set up and fix this problem. Dražen and myself, we've been building models for a long time. And I started sometimes when I was in the teens, and of course there were pauses, but I've been building them ever since, also building some fantasy stuff, not only historical. Dražen, I think, pretty much the same. And as time went on and we were building more and more, we got into building vignettes and dioramas more and more. Because what we liked about it, they tell a story. They tell a story from a particular moment in time, a story of a conflict that was maybe a short one, but maybe a long one, was going through stages. And diorama could be, from depicting a combative point in time. It could be showing up some lull in the fighting, or something completely different. It could have humor. It could have a humane side as well. For example, to the present day, I remember a diorama which I saw in a Tamiya magazine. I think it could have been even in the 80s, which depicted a bunch of GI Joes which were running around trying to catch some chicken in a German farm. And in the barn there was an abandoned Panzer IV, most likely ran out of fuel. And it was a very funny but cool diorama, which I remember to the present day, as I said. So we went more and more into building dioramas, and then we realized that we were sort of constrained by the fact that we couldn't find miniatures for these dioramas which we wanted. One of the reasons for that was that we like to do dioramas from less known conflicts. For example, if you build a T-55 model, there is a whole lot of different wars that you can put it in. From the Yugoslav wars in the 90s up to Africa and whatnot. Secondly, we are not particularly good at sculpting. So to scratch build or modify or sort of cannibalize several models to build one, we are not at best with that. So we wanted to find a way how to fix it. But it was not only about scratch building, finding the right conflict, finding the right position and the loadout for the less known conflicts. It was the same thing even for the mainstream conflicts. Let's say World War II. I built a 1/16 remote control tank, and Panther F, which would be a sort of second half 45, 46 would-be tank if the Germany didn't capitulate when it did. And I painted it and did all the details as if it was a static model. Let me show you. This big boy. See, it's a chunky little guy. 1/16 measure of metal. Can do all kinds of funny things. And so for this model, when I was not driving it around, I wanted to put it in a permanent position in the man cave, in the basement. And the diorama which I envisioned is a very muddy place where it got stuck, broke down, and a bunch of German mechanics trying to figure out what needs to be done, what's wrong with this overly complex piece of machinery to get it back and running and back to the front. So there would be a lot of pondering and scratching their heads and shouting, what is wrong? Can't we do something about it? And to find German mechanics in such positions in 1/16 scale, mission impossible. Of course, nothing is mission impossible. So me and Dražen decided, okay, we need to do something that will help us. And by that, we also were thinking, well, makes no sense that it only helps us. We need to find a solution to the problem in general. And the obvious answer was lying in 3D printing. However, the idea that we just find someone that will make us a 3D model of a soldier in a specific position and then have it printed out, we found that too limiting. So we set up to think and to find a way that will basically enable this to be done over and over again for various armies, for various loadouts, for various positions, so that it's not just one model and then you have it 3D printed and that's it. And what we then found out and what was our decision and thinking, I'll talk more about that in later videos. In the meantime, I hope you find the idea of Model Creator a place where you can design your own 3D miniature soldier and have it delivered to your home so you can start building the diorama you want interesting. So please go to our website at www.model-creator.com, subscribe to our newsletter so you can monitor our progress. Also follow us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. We will provide the links in the comment section below. And obviously do like this video and subscribe to our channel, and we go from there. So I wish you all the best. Enjoy, have fun, be safe, be well. Cheers.